Councilmember Reid's office hoping or planning or trying to do? What has been the intervention that y'all see as possible? What have you already done?
Well, for one, we've shown Ms. Mims that the city supports homeowners here, especially in East and West Oakland, in terms of maintaining their homes. We've been besieged by lenders who are, in most cases, hiding behind the cloak of anonymity, and they come out here and they will encourage these folks to sign loans that they know they can't afford, and ultimately it results in them grabbing their homes, selling their homes, paying their investors, and putting these families out on the streets. This tears up our community here. It tears up our East Oakland and West Oakland. In fact, all of Oakland. It tears up our community. The issue here is much larger. We've seen the bailouts for banks and lenders, etc., but where's the bailout for the family owner or the person who has their home, who's been here for 12 years trying to build some stability? That seems to be the ultimate problem. Ms. Mims has been talked to a number of times saying that Aurora is willing to work out her problems and to readjust her loan, but yet she can't speak to anyone. And lo and behold, what do? They serve her an eviction notice. That's just not tolerated here in Oakland, and it won't be tolerated because there are too many victims out here. For the most part, many of them, and these lenders do have profiles on homeowners. They're uneducated borrowers. So they fear that the lender is doing something right when ultimately they're not. The charge from our federal stimulus program, the charge from the federal government was that banks are supposed to work it out with their homeowners. They've received funds for bailout. Why aren't they going down and trickling down to the local level where these lenders are working out where it's affordable for these homeowners? That's the elephant in the room.
Right.
So Larry's office is adamant about protecting this community, about protecting District 7, and getting the word out to other homeowners who may be subjected to this, and they just haven't stepped forward.
Right.
So we're looking to expose a lot of what's going on.
So I understand that the sheriff was supposed to come out this morning at 6 a.m. and evict. Were you or was Larry Reid's office instrumental in beating that back? Or?
I have to admit that Just Cause and Don Phillips was primarily responsible for taking this to court. She and Just Cause and Acorn, with the support of Ms. Mims, we were willing to step into the court yesterday and to say that we have ultimately tried to reach the lender to do this stay and to hold them off and to work something out, but they have not responded. Ultimately, the decision came down before we had a chance to actually make that statement. So we do have a 3-day stay of execution so far from the courts. We're hoping to extend that, hopefully giving Aurora a chance to respond, to talk, to sit at the table and see what financial arrangements can be made for Ms. Mims so that her and her family can remain in their home.
Okay, and so does Larry Reid's office have jurisdiction over the sheriff's department?
We have no jurisdiction over the sheriff's department. In fact, let's just be very clear. The sheriff's department has been ordered by the courts to evict. The sheriff's department is an arbitrarily third party in this that have to follow court orders. So we don't fight the sheriff's department, neither does Just Cause nor Acorn. It's not against the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department received that court order from the lender, which is Aurora, who filed it in court. And they have to follow those directions.
So that's why the only salvo would be to have a different court order.
Exactly. A court order with a stay of execution is the only thing that can prevent the sheriff's office from coming out, but they are under direct court order to evict.
And last point, you said that you've noticed, or I've heard that you said that there is an increase in this predatory lending and the foreclosures in Oakland. That's what your office has seen, or?
Yeah, we noticed this all over. I mean, and ultimately it becomes lenders who do servicing for the larger lenders that are independent companies. And, you know, once they make up a profile of a neighborhood or an area, they know that they can go in and service these loans and get these loans from the larger lenders at a discount and ultimately result in foreclosure. And, you know, their goal is primarily to grab the properties, sell them for what they can so that they can make a profit, and they have no ties to the communities. And that's the sad part. This company, Aurora, is out of Colorado.
Okay.
I doubt if they have a local representative here.
So closure is the goal almost, is what you're saying.
It sounds like. It appears to be the goal for these folks, is the foreclosure.
That's where the money, the cash cow
That's where the cash cow comes in. And the longer they hold on to them, the longer they wait for the market to come back, they're going to reap benefits on selling these properties.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for what you're doing.